Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. May or may not resonate, but I do offer personal readings. A link to the site is in the description. Aaliyah is what I'm hearing tied into the Earth signs. Somebody looks like it's so hard to say goodbye. They're going to have to say goodbye, but this feels more of like because of jail or prison or, it could be death. But the death doesn't look like it's upcoming. You know what I mean? This looks like it would have already taken place. There's a lot of mourning, a lot of grief that's here, and healing tied into this grief that is taking place. I think somebody is doing some heart chakra healing, y'all. That was a really big thing for Leo for this week. A lot of heart chakra healing. There's just like going to be like this really beautiful energy, like that's here for the earth signs, and it honestly feels like it's because somebody is deciding that they want peace in their life, whether they have people attached to them, someone attached to them, or whether they're alone, they just want peace. And I think others are starting to respect this person's privacy, respect their time, their energy, how they manage their time and their energy a lot more, because they're realizing that they get a better version of this person when they just let them do their thing. If they just leave this person alone, they will get a good energy out of them. But when they start trying to manage them or bother them or possibly even talk to them, like it shifts the energy. I think this person is kind of in a space to where they're going from being perceived as stuck up, or funny acting to independent, and just a loner. Like they don't really need the attachments. They don't really, it's not that they think that they're better than anybody. They're just not dependent on others' company, others' time, others' money, others' energy, others' entertainment. It's just, you know, and that's so funny because I explain that to someone all the time. Like, you act like a middle child. This person acts like a middle child, and I tell them that all the time. Like, you act just like a middle child. Like, I could tell that you're not the oldest and you're not the youngest. You know what I mean? Because, like, there's a sense of independence that the oldest and the youngest will have, to where they don't really care. You know what I mean? It's just a freedom that we have, to where socially it's like we're not constantly trying to entertain others or be entertained by people. You know what I mean? So, excuse me, it's nothing for us to be alone. Like, we don't care about being alone. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, we know how to entertain ourselves. You feel me? There was nobody before us, or there was nobody after us, or the people that came before us may have been older than us, or whatever. It's just, or we weren't even interested in the things that they were into, so we entertained ourselves. You feel me? Or got a lot of attention compared to them because we were the baby or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? So, or even like an only child, living a life as an only child, like, oh my gosh, like people will think that you just like are so antisocial. And it's like, no, I'm just not dependent on others for entertainment. Like, oh my gosh, like they just don't get it. You know what I mean? So, it seems like there's a sense of independence that somebody has, to where it's just like, dang, like, how come you don't want to rock with us? How come you don't want to kick it with us? How come you don't want to talk to us? How come you so quiet? Or how come, because this is just a reserved energy. They don't really care, like, to be attached in that type of way. But it doesn't mean that they don't care emotionally. They don't care to be attached socially. You know what I mean? And I think people that constantly need, like, social interaction will take that as if they will get offended by it. You know what I mean? They're offended by your silence. They're offended by your solitude. They're offended that, you know what I mean? You ain't showing up. They're offended that they don't see you often. They're offended by that type of stuff. But now they're starting to understand it, starting to respect it. Like, it's not that they don't rock with you or don't like you or whatever this is, or whatever it was perceived as before. This person just like being alone. They like being quiet. They just like being in their own world, in their own zone, doing their own thing on their own time with their own money. So what's the problem with that? You know what I mean? I think it just, I don't know. This is like a one man or one woman army. They're okay with that. And there are people that will respect that instead of being sad about it. Like, this is not the person that's trying to kick it at all. And it's no love lost or nothing. They just don't want to kick it. It's just too much. Like, I don't know. Like, for me, I tell y'all all the time, I'm a loner naturally. Like, I don't really need attachments, but it's like, it's no love lost. Like, I still love y'all, still care about y'all, still think about y'all, you know what I mean? Whatever. But I just like being by myself. Like, being around too many people drains me energetically. Talking to people all the time drains me energetically. Being too social in general drains me energetically. So I don't feel good being out amongst thousands of people. I don't feel good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I be tired as hell. Like, say for instance, if I was to go to an event, I will probably sleep like the whole next day, maybe for 2 days after that, like, just to recharge, especially if it's an event that I have to be actually social at. Oh my gosh. Like, I will be so tired for like a day or so afterwards and have to really recharge. Like, I'm not answering my phone. I'm probably not texting back. You're not going to hear from me. Like, no, you probably not going to hear from me at all. And, but like I said, it's no hard feelings or nothing. I just like being alone. Like, I don't know. But I didn't grow up constantly having the entertainment of people. You know what I mean? Like, my mom doesn't have other children. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm around siblings, it's not, they're not in my household. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, it's just a level of independence that you have as an only child or as the oldest child, or again, sometimes the youngest is like that too, because the youngest has watched everybody else make the mistakes. It's like, y'all tripping, so they're looking like y'all are all fools, and then they become the successful one, and it's like, how is the baby the one that got the most money? How is the baby the one that's the smartest? How is because the baby is watching all y'all make dumbass mistakes and learning from them. You know what I mean? And it's like, I feel like that's what's happening here with the earth signs. It's like, how the hell is this one the one that's the successful one? But it's because they don't care to be attached to others and don't care about what people think about them. You know? Thank you so much.